Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Well, would you look at that? We just posted in the past hour or so, although I need to take off my, look like, I don't know, science goggles and put on my Prof. Hoff glasses, because that doesn't sound douchey. Help Lockjaw select which nominee will return for the next Summoner's Choice vote. RT in the comments below to cast your vote. The champion will be with the most RTs. I'm assuming that's retweets. I don't know if I'm really hip on Twitter lingo. Even just using the word hip is actually pretty terrible. The champion with the most RTs will automatically be added to the next Summoner's Choice. Voting ends on October 24th, which is 6 days away. So let's horizontally flip this and talk about the different votes. Now, look, I've got to be honest. I'm sure you all come to my channel for Marvel lore information, which is not true at all, right? I have no idea who Blue Marvel is. Looks cool though from the pictures. By the way, shout out to Brian Shadowstrike for sending this to me. I'm trying to zoom in, but it's being a little difficult. So Blue Marvel is really Adam Bernard Brashear, to be exact, and first appeared in Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel in November of 2008. This is indeed why I have no idea who he is. And really, when I'm going to briefly go over each of these, I'm just going to talk about power and abilities, because to me that's really what matters. What are they going to do in the game? What are they supposed to do in the game? So power and abilities, he's got antimatter energy absorption, longevity, superhuman strength, flight, and antimatter manipulation. He's also got a genius level intellect, athleticism, and military training. So that is like the 30-second bio of him. But I don't want this to be even a 10-minute video if possible, because you are certainly not worth, or I'm certainly not worth that amount of time. So Spider-Woman Jessica Drew is a fictional character that first appeared in Marvel Spotlight in 1977. So we have a 2008 champion and a 1977 champion. That is quite the difference of eras, shall we say. Now, what are her abilities and overall features that could/should be in the game, but sometimes we know that is not how Kabam likes to do things. There's that joke that we've seen for years: if they're OP in the comics, they suck in the game. And if they're horrible in the comics, they're beyond God tier in the game. So she's got spider physiology, wall crawling, superhuman strength, superhuman speed, superhuman stamina, superhuman durability, superhuman agility, superhuman reflexes, flexibility, hearing, and immunity with venom blast and regenerative healing factors similar to Wolverine's. Because she fought Wolverine during a battle against him, she was stabbed by his claws in the shoulder, but made a complete recovery in a matter of minutes. Yeah, I'd say it's like Wolverine. Now, personally, I'm completely over any kind of Spider-Men, but then again, you know, Penny Parker has been a welcome addition to the game, I think, and so much else. Now, I do know who Prowler is, because, in large part, into the Spider-Verse. But let's check out the Prowler bio, or Hobby Brown, to be exact. He specializes in intelligence, fighting skills, speed, and strength. And he is somebody who could absolutely 1000% make the defender bleed. Think about somebody like what OG Black Panther really should have been when he was released, and they've tried to make him better and clean that up, and I think they've succeeded in some ways and not in others. So Bullseye is one of those champions that isn't Bullseye in both Marvel and DC. Am I getting that wrong? I get it confused. He is all about fighting skills, intelligence, strength, and speed, and he is a sleeper agent for the Thunderbolts when Norman Osborn was given control of the team. And for those of you who really want to see more of the Daredevil lore, and we assume we're going to see that more with the Disney Plus reboot of Daredevil, that is going to be high on the list. I know I'm just flying through these, and it probably feels like I'm just giving cliff notes on them, but it is what it is. Dazzler, a.k.a. Allison Blair. I almost said Allison Brie like the actor Allison Brie. That would have been wrong. Huge energy champion with fighting skills and intelligence. She can manipulate sound into light. The louder the source, the more powerful the output. Makes me think of Havoc. This can manifest in a variety of different ways. She began by creating her own light shows, but learned that she could blind people with it. Over the years, she's figured out how to create holograms and other distractions, plus hard light constructs can be used as weapons. She can also shoot bursts of light out of her fingers, hands, and other parts of her body. We shall not name or ask what those other parts are. Okoye! Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm saying that right, which surprises me if I'm being honest. Okoye, of course, we know all about from the Black Panther cinematic universe. General and head of the Wakandan army. When Thanos and his forces arrived on Earth to forcefully take the Mind Stone from Vision, Okoye soon was forced to defend Wakanda alongside her king and the Avengers. Most people should remember that. And, her powers, it would be really interesting. She obviously has weapons that she can use. Vibranium weapons, to be exact. Vibranium. Make sure I put the on the end of vibranium. But I don't know how to feel about her overall abilities. Seems like she's got a lot of fighting skills that they can incorporate into it. And then armor. There's a champion named Armor. I'm always thinking about armor breaks and armor debuffs, and had no idea there's a champion named Armor. Superhero appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. Japanese mutant who enrolled at the Xavier Institute as a teenager and who retained her powers after the events of the Decimation. This is a deep cut, if I've ever seen one. There are going to be people out there who hear me say that and say, absolutely not. This is a common hero you would see anywhere. And I say, okay, I'm apparently not looking at the right places. Exoskeleton armor, superhuman strength, durability, invulnerability, and concussive blast. She has a good amount of power that we can draw from. And then you can't see this. I'm going to have to hide my webcam for this final one. But Morgan Le Fay, who I feel like I've heard talked about over the years, but I don't know that much about her. So let's dive in. Supervillain. And this is loosely based on Morgan Le Fay of Arthurian legend. Okay. So we can certainly draw some of the King Arthur. She's gifted with intellect and magic manipulation amongst other powers, which makes me think of, well, magic. So that is just a super quick overview. Who are you most hyped up for? Who should I vote for? You determine my vote on this one. Who should I vote for? Because I got to be honest, I need some help. I need to be taught. The professor needs to be a student, and the students need to be the professor on this one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the feedback. Have a good one.